Chapter 5 Descent. The cold air around the hollow churned with energy as Emily descended, each step echoing louder than the last. She had never felt the fire within her roar so violently, not with fear, but recognition. This was its birthplace. Flames curled faintly along the blackened stone walls. They weren't hot, but alive, twitching like nerves exposed to air. The crystals jutting from the walls hummed with pulses in sync with her heartbeat. Maurice's voice rang in her mind, "You don't resist the fire. You become it." Deeper still, the light above faded. The tunnel narrowed, pressing closer. Emily reached a chamber lined with carvings, symbols burned directly into the rock, spirals, eyes, the shape of a woman with fire for hair. And then, whisper. Elara. The name came from her lips, but it wasn't hers. It belonged to the blood. A figure stepped forward from the shadowed wall, fluid and flickering like a memory caught in a flame. Elara's presence was more defined now. Her skin shimmered darker, her eyes twin vortexes of void. "You returned," Elara said. "The gate knew you would." "I didn't come to open it," Emily said. "I came to stop you." Elara's head tilted slightly. "You misunderstand. This gate isn't mine. It's yours. Your ancestors built the altar with their own dead. I only stand at the threshold." Emily raised her hands. Flame crackled along her arms, wild and erratic. "You're not the only one with fire." Elara smiled. "But you've never touched its core." She stepped aside. Behind her was the true gate, a well of crimson stone, its edge marked by handprints in black ash. It pulsed with breath, with memory. "Elara," Emily said, voice trembling, "what's behind it?" "Not what. Who?" Before Emily could question further, the stone flared blindingly, and a voice, ancient, familiar, crashed through the chamber. "Help me." Emily staggered back. The voice was Carrie's. Above ground, Aaron watched as the data spikes ruptured his instruments. "She's not alone down there," he whispered. Maurice leaned over the monitor. "That signal, it matches the waveform we recorded from Margaret White's Bible. The one written in tongues." Kyle's eyes were wide. "Is she talking to Carrie?" "No," Maurice said. "She's hearing what's trapped with Elara." In the chamber, Emily pressed her hand to the stone. Images surged through her, Carrie drenched in blood, Margaret screaming scripture, the firestorm at the prom, then, earlier. A girl burning at a stake, the fire refusing to consume her. A voice in her head screaming, "Not yet. Not again." The ground split open. Emily fell to her knees as raw power blasted through her, overwhelming, ancient. Her fire tried to lash out, but something else contained it, a second presence within her. "Who are you?" Emily whispered. A second voice answered from within her own throat. "We are the first." Elara stepped forward, not with hostility but reverence. "You carry her too," she said. "Sarah Redstone." Emily blinked. Who is that?" Elara lowered her head. "The first flame. The origin of the bloodline. Erased from history. But never extinguished." A blast sounded above. Dust rained down. "She's waking," Elara said. "And you must choose. Will you be vessel, or sacrifice?" Emily struggled to rise. "Neither." At the church, Aaron ran toward the trapdoor. "We have to pull her out." Kyle held him back. "It's too late. Look." On the walls, the chalk markings drawn by Maurice began to glow, rearranging into new sigils. The map of Chamberlain pulsed. And from its center, a spiral of fire erupted. "Something's breaking through," Maurice said. Emily stood in the eye of the spiral now, a storm of fire and stone swirling around her. Elara was gone. But her voice echoed. "Once awakened, it cannot sleep." And beneath Emily's boots, the floor gave way. She fell, not down, but through. Through memory, pain, fire. Visions of every carrier of the flame, Carrie, Sarah, others she did not know. Each of them bound to this power, twisted by it. Abandoned. Emily's scream was silent in the void. And then she landed, hard. A barren place. A cracked sky. A circle of flame. Across from her stood a woman with hair of fire and skin of ash. Her face was unfamiliar but felt known. "I am the truth you fled from," the woman said. "I am what the fire becomes when caged. I am you without fear." "Sarah?" The woman nodded. And I have waited long enough. Flames consume the world. Emily awoke above the hollow, lying in the arms of Maurice. You were gone for hours, Maurice said. Emily sat up, heart pounding. I saw her. I saw them all. Aaron stepped forward. Did you stop it? Emily looked toward the now sealed hollow. No, she said. I joined it. A silence fell over them. Then Emily added, but I'm still me. I think. Maurice looked to the sky. The auroras were gone. For now. But they'll come again, Emily said. And next time, we'll need more than fire. Chapter 6, The Old Blood. The wind over Chamberlain was still. Too still. Emily sat alone atop the church roof, staring out across the woods where the hollow had sealed itself. The land bore scars, cracks in the earth, singed trees, and the faint shimmer of lingering energy that made the air buzz like static. The fire in her chest was no longer restless, it waited, coiled like a spring. Something had shifted in her. Since the vision. Since Sarah Redstone. Below her, Maurice and Aaron argued over a set of maps, trying to track new anomalies. The kindled were growing in number. Maurice had identified 13 confirmed awakened in the town, and at least 7 more across the country with similar abilities. It's spreading, Maurice said. Not fast. But steady. It's not a plague, Aaron argued. It's a lineage. We're just finally seeing how far it goes. And how deep, Emily murmured as she climbed down from the roof. They all looked at her. Something in her eyes had changed, like they glowed faintly in shadow. Doubt something else is coming, Emily said. Not just Elara. Not just the gate. Maurice frowned. What do you mean? She's not alone, Emily said. There are others. One's older than Sarah. One's buried under stories, myths. And they're waking too. Over the next few nights, a strange tension settled over the kindled. Emily noticed it first, a feeling of being watched, even when she was alone. Maurice chalked it up to stress, but Aaron admitted he'd sensed it too. I feel it behind me sometimes, he whispered. When I'm walking near the chapel. Like breath on my neck. Then Kyle reported seeing a car parked at the edge of the woods just beyond the hollow. A dark sedan, windows tinted black. It remained still when he tried to approach it, only driving off slowly when he was within 20 feet. 2 nights later, Maurice spotted what she swore was the same car outside the chapel, headlights off, engine idling. When she stepped outside, it didn't move. She didn't dare approach, and after a few minutes, it quietly pulled away. It happened again near the library where Aaron worked. Then again outside Maurice's family store. They kept records. Same description. Same make. Same silence. None of the kindled could see a driver through the dark tinted windows. And none dared get too close. It followed them. One afternoon, as the kindled gathered inside the chapel, Emily paced the room while Maurice sketched runes along the edge of the whiteboard. Aaron flipped through dog-eared printouts of energy readings. Kyle sat by the window, eyes fixed on the road. There's that feeling again, Kyle muttered. Like someone's breathing down my neck. Aaron shivered. I don't like it. Feels like we're being hunted. Kyle sat up suddenly. The car's back. Everyone froze. Emily and Aaron moved to the window. Outside, just down the block from the chapel, the black sedan sat parked by the curb. Tinted windows. Engine idling. None of them moved to approach it. I still can't see inside, Maurice whispered. It's like the windows are painted. It hasn't moved since we noticed it, Aaron added. That's worse. They all stood together, staring. Don't provoke it, Emily said finally. Let's wait. After several long minutes, the car slowly pulled away. That's the 5th time in a week, Kyle said. We need to find out who's behind it. Emily's jaw tightened. We will. This is Black Sedan Guy, Emily interrupted. One morning, after a night of searching near the hollow, Emily trudged home through the fog. Her stepfather's car sat parked in its usual spot, dusty and still. But beside it was another vehicle. A black sedan. Her heart stopped. She froze halfway up the drive. She considered turning back, calling Aaron, anything, but her curiosity burned brighter. Inside, the house smelled of coffee and old wood. Her stepfather, Grant, stood in the kitchen with a tall man Emily had never seen before. He wore a charcoal gray coat, the fabric crisp and unwrinkled like he'd just stepped out of another decade. His posture was too still, too measured, like a man observing a world he no longer felt part of. His eyes didn't scan the room, they studied it, distant and clinical, as though everything was a variable in an equation only he could solve. Grant smiled. You're just in time." The stranger turned to her. "Emily," Grant said, placing a hand on her shoulder. "This is your uncle. Elias. Your mom's youngest brother." Emily blinked. "My mom didn't have any siblings." Grant hesitated. "That's what we were told. But it turns out. Well, Elias just found me last month. Said he's been searching for you?" Elias extended his hand, eyes never leaving hers. "It's good to finally meet you." Emily took his hand slowly. It was warm. Too warm. Later that day, Emily brought Elias to the chapel. Maurice and Aaron were waiting, both already suspicious. "Who's this?" Maurice whispered. "It's Black Sedan Guy," Emily answered. Elias didn't deny it. Instead, he smiled and removed a small, pale book from inside his coat. "I was watching to make sure you were ready. And because I've been waiting a very long time for someone like Emily to be born." "You've been stalking us," Aaron said flatly. "I've been protecting you," Elias replied. "From what's coming?" "From what's already here." He opened the book. Symbols danced across its pages like firelight, never still. "This is the Codex Pyra," he explained. "Written by the first witnesses of Sarah Redstone's flame. It records not just names but events, fractures in the world when the fire flared too bright." "Carrie's massacre?" Emily asked. "One of many," Elias confirmed. "But it was different. She was a hinge. Her pain split the veil wider than most. And now, that tear cannot be mended." Maurice leaned forward. "So what do we do?" Elias smiled again. "We choose which fire to feed." That night, one of the kindled, Kyle, vanished. He left behind burned footprints and a message scrawled in ash. "The ash waits." Emily froze when she read it. "I saw her," she said. "In the vision. She stood in the circle of flame. She said she was me without fear." Elias looked grim. "She is not you. She is what the fire becomes when no will binds it. She is what Ilara serves." "So Ilara's not in charge?" Aaron asked. "No," Elias said. "She's a herald. And the ash is nearly here." Emily stood again at the hollow's edge. Though sealed, the land pulsed like a sleeping heart. She pressed her hand to the earth. "Sarah," she whispered. "Carrie. All of you. I need to know what I am." A single word burned into her mind: root. The following day, Elias guided them to an old farmhouse on the outskirts of Chamberlain. It had burned down decades ago, but the foundation remained. Beneath it, buried in layers of soot and bone, they found a staircase. And under the staircase, another gate? This one was smaller, less refined. A prototype. Elias called it the seed. "If the hollow is a mouth," he said, "this is its eye. It sees those who carry the flame." Emily approached. The stone glowed faintly. Her breath hitched. Inside the gate, another figure waited. Not Ilara. Not Sarah. Not the ash. A child. Pale-eyed. Silent. Watching. And when Emily touched the stone, the child whispered, "You are the last gate. The blood ends with you." Emily stumbled back. Aaron caught her. "What did it say?" he asked. Emily looked at him, horror blooming in her chest. "That I'm not just part of the legacy. I am its end." In the distance, the sky cracked. A new aurora shimmered, black and gold, descending toward the woods like falling stars. Maurice stepped out of the church, shielding her eyes. "It started again," she said. Emily turned, heart hardening. "Then so do we."